That's Of Monsters and Men. You're listening to HD 107.9 Life FM. Now, I'm joined by a very, very special guest indeed. I'm sure everyone would love to think that their first band could be this huge. At the age of 13, she formed Killing Heidi with her brother Jesse. On the day of her 17th birthday, if you believe Wikipedia, the band scored the first number one single with Mascara on the exact day of her 17th birthday. As a member of Killing Heidi, she won 4 ARIAs, was nominated for a further 6. Whether it's as a member of this chart-topping band, lead vocalist and co-songwriter of folk rock project The Verses, or currently fronting her own band under her own name with a new album very soon to be released, she is one of the most distinctive music artists that Australia has produced in the last 20 years. I'm, of course, talking about Ella Hooper, and she joins us on the line from Melbourne. Hi, Ella. How are you going?
Oh, what a wrap. I'm really, wow, I'm well, and it's great to be joining you today.
It's lovely to have you here. Now, the first single off the new album, In Tongues, has been released, Low High. It's getting a lot of airplay here on HD. I absolutely love it. Congratulations.
I'm so excited. I'm so glad you love it. I mean, it's amazing for it to have a good reception so far. It's been a long time in the making.
Yeah. Now, this is a big departure from previous signature sounds of bands you've been in. Is this any good indication of where the new album's going?
Well, it is and it isn't. I mean, it definitely indicates the change, that it's not the Ella Hooper that you know and possibly love. It's definitely an evolution, but there's more to the album than even Low High lets on. It goes to some, I'd say, some more cinematic places.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So this was my first foot forward. You know, I wanted it to be a song that people could latch onto, and I wanted it to be something pretty catchy and yet different for me.
Now, the lyrics of the song talk a lot about being on a bit of a personal, emotional roller coaster, and also the importance of trying to maintain a good, positive, mental outlook.
Yeah.
Is this a song that comes from a personal experience of yours?
Well, it does. It actually does. I mean, it's funny because as a writer, I sometimes create characters and get out of myself, which I love doing as a writer. But for this album, it really is personal. It really is pretty much all from first-hand experience. And I've had a pretty interesting life so far. As you mentioned, there's been some incredible moments and some stunning highs and some sweeping lows. And I feel like it's just been a slightly heightened reality. So I was drawing on that, drawing on the feeling I get, the methods I undertake to maintain equilibrium. But the other part of the album and the song actually is, it's really also for my friends. Many, many close friends of mine, for some reason or another, have got, issues with varying degrees of mental illness, whether it's depression or anxiety. And we're learning so much more about it these days. Everybody knows the words now, and now we're seeing it all around us in every walk of life. And this song is also about that, when people are really challenged by their own brain chemistry and their own, struggles with their spirit.
Yeah. Now, last year you collaborated with Claire Bowditch, Paul Kelly, Xavier Rudd, Blue King Brown, and many other amazing artists on an album called Just Music. And this was a benefit album for the Jesuit Social Services in Melbourne. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Oh, it was so fantastic. I was just really, really stoked to be a part of it. And the way I got to be a part of it was my beautiful brother, who was also in Killing Heidi, he's working with the Jesuits almost full-time, developing young, disadvantaged people, giving them the chance to use music and production and, basically using music to express themselves and to move ahead in life. So Jesse got me into it. He told me all the other great artists that were going to be involved.
Yeah, it's quite a list.
It's really, it's great company to be in, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, okay, yep, I'm in. But we both feel really strongly like when you can offer something, and as a muso, you often can't. You can't, sometimes you don't feel like you're doing enough for the community or enough for your fellow humans. You're just entertaining people, which I guess is important, but any chance we can to really donate something of value, we do.
Now, I mentioned in the intro about Killing Heidi, about the fact that it was your first band and it was just so commercially huge right from the get-go. Now you're a bit older, not much older, but a little bit older,
a bit.
and had a lot more experience in a lot of different aspects of the music industry. I mean, you've done a whole bunch of different kinds of music styles. You've gone from being a big sort of label-signed band, now you're working as an independent artist. Yeah. How do you now look back at that part of your career when it all first started out?
Well, it was wild ride. And I think, I'm so grateful to be where I am. And I'm so grateful to have tried every flavour, if you will, being signed to the majors. But now being an independent artist, I'm getting to try that too, to have the full responsibility and the full workload, which is a little bit of a shock. There's definitely some readjusting going on. But I love variety. I really am a curious person. So I don't think I'd be content to just do the same format all the time. And that's also why I change musical styles so much, because I'm just curious.
Okay, now we're very excited about the release of In Tongues. When is it coming out? When can we expect to hear it?
Well, here's a scoop for you. I just put the finishing touches on it the other day.
Oh my goodness!
So,
what is it? So when?
Well, I don't have a release date because that's part of the joy of being independent now, is that I'm going to wait till it feels, just right. But we're definitely talking within the next new single coming out within the next month.
Okay.
And album following in the 3 months after that.
Okay.
My fans get so annoyed at me because I'm so vague with dates and timelines.
So in sync with that release, are we going to see you back over in Adelaide again soon? It's been way too long.
I know it has. I love Adelaide so much, and I always try and extend my stay when I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm desperate to get back, and I'd love to tour and see you guys, and I'm getting a lot of messages on Facebook from the Adelaide contingent, and I've got a really awesome band together behind me to play this solo material.
Yeah.
And we're just about to start gigging, and we are definitely coming to Adelaide. In fact, my drummer is from there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's fantastic. We are going to jump straight into the new single, Low High, from here. Thank you so much, Ella Hooper, for joining us on ArchD Radio.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
ArchD 107.9
Life FM.